Hi there, welcome to Dhijah's Unfiltered. Today we'll be discussing the effects of the ongoing Middle East tensions and how it can affect our fuel prices and supply. But before that, let me take a second to thank all my subscribers for their support. I truly appreciate you all. And please, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so and let's grow together. On that note, Ghanaians woke up to reassurance this week. The National Petroleum Authority has announced that the country currently has over 5 weeks of diesel and nearly 7 weeks of petrol in stock. On the surface, that sounds comforting, especially at a time when global headlines are dominated by rising tensions in the Middle East and fears of possible disruptions in oil supply routes. But let's take a step back and really understand what this means. Oil is just not another commodity. It is one of the most sensitive resources in the global economy. The moment there's instability in a major oil producing region, the market reacts immediately. Prices don't wait for full-scale war. They move on anticipation, on fear, on speculation. Shipping costs rise. Insurance premiums for cargo increase. Traders adjust future contracts. And crude oil prices begin to climb, sometimes within hours of a major geopolitical development. Ghana may produce crude oil, but we are still heavily dependent on imported refined petroleum products. That means when global crude prices go up, the cost of importing fuel into Ghana rises as well. Even if the ships carrying fuel are already on their way, the next batch will likely be purchased at higher prices if tensions persist. So yes, the tanks are not empty. In fact, according to the NPA, multiple vessels are already waiting to discharge fuel at Tema, and the local processing facilities are contributing to supply. There's no immediate shortage. There's no need for panic. There's no need for panic buying. For now, fuel availability is stable. However, stability in supply does not automatically mean stability in price. So most of the fuel stock in the country are held by private bulk distribution companies. These are businesses operating within global market realities. If their replacement cost increases, meaning it costs them more to import the next shipment, pump prices may adjust upwards to reflect that reality. That is how the system works. And in Ghana, when fuel prices move, everything feels it. Transport fares rise, the cost of moving goods increase, food prices can creep up, inflation, which many households are already struggling with, could face renewed pressure. This is where the real conversation begins. The reassurance from the NPA is important. It prevents fear. It signals preparedness. It tells citizens there's no need for immediate crisis. But also, it quietly reminds us of something deeper: our continued exposure to global oil shocks. As long as we rely significantly on imported refined fuel, events thousands of miles away can influence the price you and I pay at the pump. If tensions in the Middle East escalate quickly, global oil prices could stabilize, and Ghana may navigate this period without major disruption. But if instability lingers or worsens, we may see gradual price increases in the coming pricing windows. And in the worst-case scenario, if major shipping routes are disrupted, the economic ripple effects could become more pronounced. So this moment is not just about 5 weeks of fuel. It is about resilience. It is about how prepared we are as a nation to absorb external shocks. It is about the long-term importance of expanding local refining capacity and building stronger strategic reserves. For now, there is fuel in our tanks. The pumps will keep running. Life continues. But the global market is watching, and so should we. This is not a call for alarm. It is a call for awareness. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If this conversation gave you something to think about, I would appreciate you subscribing to Dhijah's Unfiltered and clicking the bell notification icon so you can stay connected to future discussions. Until next time, stay informed, stay reflective.